Hello, everyone, and welcome to the session at Microsoft Ignite. Thank you for being here and thank you for being part of my session today. I'm sharing my screen. Let me minimize this. My session is around We Rise by Lifting Others, boost your career through community and mentorship. And I missed a very important word in the title, that it's power. So I will add now like boost your career through the power of community and mentorship. But now it's later to do that. Welcome and thank you for sharing with me your following 30 minutes. We're gonna share some good things that I've learned from mentorship and community, and I hope you find this session funny and insightful as well. So my name is Ana Inés de Sousa, and I will present in the following slide my agenda. So this is what I have planned for us to share in the following 30 minutes together. Of course, I'm going to present myself in the hello slide. I will share with you who I am and why I am here, because why. Also, I will share with you how community changed my life, how the amazing community in this Microsoft world changed the way that my career was shaping and also impacted in my life, of course. Then we will go to another topic, that is mentorship, and to find it like something that it's for you or it's not for you, we can shape a bit around that. I have a few lessons learned that I, of course, learned in the last years around community and mentorship, and I want to share them with you so you can take the most advantage of them. Lastly, I'm going to share some homework, because a presentation without a call to action, it's not a good presentation. And lastly, I'm going to share some thank you notes, and I will share with you some ways that you can reach out and connect with me on the Humans of IT community from Microsoft. So with all this said, thank you very much for being here, and I'm going to present myself. As I already told you, my name is Ana Inés Urrutia de Sousa. I know a few people that can pronounce that very well, but most of people they're not able to do it. So never mind if you don't do it well. Anyway, I have a few things that define myself. First of all, I like to think as myself as a cheerleader for almost everything. People who know me from social media or from like community life, they know that I'm very cheerful, that I'm always trying to help people to become the best version of themselves, and I'm always trying to cheer up and to try to make everyone's feeling okay around what they're doing. Of course, I'm cheerleader for almost everything, not everything, because I have some boundaries. Second point, I'm a psychologist. I graduated in December 2017. I always knew I wanted to do something related to human beings. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And lastly, I found psychology as my passion. But the thing that drives me the most is people and a human connection. Like, I'm a people person. I'm also a Microsoft Business Applications MVP since December last year. So it's going to be a year that I've been carrying this award. I'm very happy about it. I've never thought that with my background I will end up in a career like this. So this is really, really related to community. My background is around HR. I was, before I joined operations, or before I joined Tech, I was working in HR. I was an HR assistant. I was an HR analyst. I was doing stuff like hiring people, interviewing, employee development, surveys, and all that stuff that I don't like it anymore. But that's my background. That was the main thing that drove my energy, because I always feel like working with people was something that I really liked. And creating culture and creating community is one of my passions. Of course, I'm a community member. I am part of the Microsoft community. I'm very, very happy about it. I really like this community, and I'm going to explain like later on why I like it so much. but yeah, that's something that's really important for you to know, that I am a community member and very active one, both from the social interactions as well as my contributions from a technical perspective. I'm a future pilot. I hope so. I'm starting to become a future pilot, and this is something that is also thanks to the community, but I'm going to share the story in the following slide. Of course, I'm a private pilot. I'm driving like small planes. Anyway, that's not important now. And lastly, but not least, and this is really important for everyone out there to know, I'm from Uruguay. I'm not from Spain. I'm not from Peru. I'm from Uruguay. I was born in there. This is a very tiny country. We are only 3 million people, and we are placed between Argentina and Brazil. And you may know us because we have the best football players in the world. So with all this introduction said, and with all this presentation, let me share with you how community changed my life. So when I was listing all these things that I think that built my career and helped me improve around my my professional development, it was like very interesting to list these activities or list the things that happened to me in the past 2 years. So for you to know, I'm originally from Uruguay, but a few years ago I moved to Peru. That's also located in South America because I wanted a change, and something happened that was like COVID started and I was living alone in Peru, and that was a very difficult moment for me because I was living alone. My family is still in Uruguay, but I was living in Peru. COVID started, and the the difficult part was that I wasn't able to go out. I was only able to go out one time every 2 weeks to groceries and pharmacy, and that's it. So I realized at that moment that I needed to do something about myself because I will go mental. So I decided I wanted to do something. I wanted to stay connected, to build something, to be related with people, because I was living completely alone in a country I didn't knew anyone, and I needed connection, human connection. So pandemic started in March 13, and on April 4th, I created my webpage and my blog and started blogging. So the blog was the main entrance to challenges. So as I told you before, this experience from living in Peru, of course, challenged myself to the edge, but also added to this blog opportunity to start sharing and promoting and building content was also like a link with people out there. Luckily, everyone was in the same situation, and the need to connect for connection was very we all had that. So we were able to build a very good community. The community was already built, but I joined later on. So that was my main path, my starting steps into the community. And it was very good because I felt challenged in a personal way, but I felt with the support of a lot of people that was going through the same, and they were able to share with me and to keep in touch, to check how I was doing. So luckily, after this whole situation slowed down a bit, I was able to move back to Peru, but I was performing a job that I was able to achieve thanks to the support of the community. I wanted to become a consultant, and I got that job when I was living in Peru, and then when I moved back to Uruguay, I kept doing that, and I kept, of course, I kept my job, and of course I continue with my community activity and my blog, and I started sharing and speaking a lot of places. And finally, a year ago, I became an MVP. I have an amazing mentor that is Molly Martins. She was able to see all my path through the last 2 or 3 years and how I overcome so many so many like difficulties and challenges. And when she thought I was ready, she nominated me to become an MVP. And here I am, an MVP for business application. As psychology, that is an MVP of business applications. So, of course, Dana learned how to fly a plane, and this might not seem related to community, but it's very, very linked, because when I joined this group of people, and when we started like talking and sharing, we used to have a session every Thursday to have some drinks and to share a bit how we were doing and so on. And I remember a very close friend asking me a question that like kept in the back of my mind around what are the 3 things that you want to do before you die? And I kept thinking about it. And Chris, if you're there, hi. I kept thinking about that, and I realized there are 3 things that I really want to do before my time's done. So the first thing was like playing drums, learning how to play drums. The second one was learning how to fly a plane, and the third one was falling in love. And because drums and love seem very difficult to me at the moment, they still seem a bit difficult, I decided I wanted to learn how to fly a plane. So I went for that. I flew a plane. I fly a plane. I know how to turn on a plane and how to go around it. And this, believe it or not, is something that community helped me to achieve, something that I didn't realize I wanted to do until someone asked me. So this is what community means to me, and this is what community is for all of us that we're part of it. So after this, a great and massive opportunity came to me to relocate here in Spain. I was headhunted by a company that realized that I was speaking and that I was sharing my knowledge and my experience, and they offered me a position here in Spain because of my community activity. So I relocated to Spain, and now I'm living here. So it's like 7:30. And yeah, I'm able to achieve, like, to conquer a lot of professional goals thanks to this visibility that community gave me. I started this new role, as I already told you. I've spoken in lots of events, Spanish and English, because my main language is Spanish. I mentored people, I helped people to achieve their professional goals that they wanted, and I also was a mentee. I'm still a mentee, and that this is part of the things that we're going to cover in the following slides. But part of the nice things of being involved in the mentorship framework is to not only be a mentor, but also become a mentee and stay in both sides all the time. So I mentor people who need some support during their moment of their lives, and also I'm still a mentee because I need support. And lastly, I built a massive community that reaches by lifting others. And this is one of the things that I think is most valuable from this Microsoft community, and how it can help us to like achieve what we want if we know how to ask for it and how to connect with others and try to accomplish our professional goals. So this is how community changed my life, and this only happened like in maybe 1.5 years, maybe 2. All this happened to me in 1.5 years or 2. And if it happened to me, it can happen to you. And the only thing that you need to do is just join this community and try to get the best of you. So it's important to know how community changed my life, but also it's important how mentoring works and how how's the mentoring framework. That's a phrase that during my drive run, it came up to my mind. And I think that the mentoring framework is a very great like wording for this. So mentoring, what's mentoring? Mentoring is like the relationship between 2 people that want to exchange and want to learn from each other. Of course, mentoring has 2 sides, has a mentor and a mentee, and what is most valuable there is the exchange. It's not that someone advises you and gives you like the guidance to do something. It's just that someone shows you the path to conquer your specific goals. So It doesn't matter your level of expertise related to your like technical skills, or if you are a massive leader, or if you're a great communicator. It doesn't matter, because all of us, from our point of perspective, we are able to give something, and that's the richest part of mentoring. So if you're asking if mentoring is for you, that depends. And I have three things that I want to cover. So if you wanna be sure your mentoring is for you, you just need to ask three things. Do you have something to give? Do you have something to give to your community? Do you have something to share? Do you have something to spread the word around it? Do you have something you want to share? You want to contribute, collaborate? And of course, do you have something you want to learn? If you answer yes to most of these questions, the answer is yes, mentoring is for you. So I really encourage you to go and dive deeper into this mentoring framework that I'm really sure it's going to make your, like, mentoring is part of the things that this community provides without expecting anything in exchange. But what drives us is the goals that drives us is if you are successful, I'm successful too. So that's the main goal for all of us, like being able to conquer things together. So I think mentoring is for everyone, even though the ones that have very strong personalities, everyone needs mentoring. So go for it, and yeah, that's it. Anyway, I want to share with you some lessons learned that I learned, of course, in the last years of my career, and how mentoring it's really important, but also how we need to like know all this stuff. So people, when think about mentoring, they think about someone that's, as I told you before, someone really like really in a very high level position with lots of responsibilities and so on. And the thing is that that's not true, because we don't want we have, everyone has something to exchange or to share with others. So these are like a few things that I gathered to share with you about these lessons learned, and I hope you find them useful, and I hope you find them insightful, as I did when I was creating these slides. So the first thing is share your path. I did it with you. You can do it with the persons that you like, but share your path and share like how was your journey? Where are you now? What led you to be where you are, and everything like that. Like, why are you here? Which were the steps that you had, and so on. The second thing is own your narrative. You are the protagonist of your story, so no one will tell your story better than you do. Own it, own your story, own your journey. It sounds very aggressive, but that's it. You need to own your narrative. My third lesson learned is around staying on both sides, and I think this is very important because we are always learning. It's not that you achieve a level and you shift to mentor and you never go back to mentee. You will always stay in both sides, because you will need to learn from others as well as give others something to learn from. And the exchange, as I told you before, the most valuable thing in this exchange is what you exchange and how you do it with other persons. So staying both sides is something that will keep you like motivated and updated, and yeah, with the feeling that you're sharing from both perspectives. My fourth lesson learned is about embracing the moment. So embrace the moment where you are today, and of course the present and the moment that you're sharing with the person you decided to share it with, and that's something that's really important. My fifth lesson learned is about being your true self, and I'm going to stop here for a while because I think it's a very important point, and I think we need to discuss it. So I share with you all my achievements in terms of the story that how community improved my career, but what I didn't tell you is that I felt lots of anxiety. I had panic attacks in the meantime. I have a lot of challenges, mental health challenges to overcome. So it's not only about sharing the good, but also sharing what wasn't that good. It's like, I don't want to call it this way because as a psychologist, it's not so good, but it's share your weakness and share what makes you strong. Because being your true self and sharing with the world what your true self is what will give you credibility. And yeah, I trust someone. For example, I know a few people from the community that they share their path, they share how far they overcome, but also they share how deeply they felt that challenges, like how anxiety hit on them or depression and so on. So be your true self, because that will give you a lot of credibility. That will give you the sense that you are an actual person, that you're not a robot or something. Just the fact that you can be your true self and share with everyone, both things, your achievements, but also the challenges you overcome, because we all do. It's just a matter of being honest with everyone. Yeah, so be your true self. That's the best recommendation that I can give you. Okay, so following, we have keep in touch or stay connected as you wish. For me, keep in touch is something that I do like very often. People from Microsoft or from the community know that I'm very likely to crash on their inbox and say, hey, how are you? I want to know just how are you doing? How's everything with you? How's your family? And something like that. I love crashing in the inboxes or WhatsApp if there is, of course, if I feel comfortable with a person, I will crash their direct messages and send them a message like, how are you doing? How's everything going? Do you need anything? Can I support you with something? And something like that. Keeping in touch is very important because you are there for others. So as a mentor, as a mentee, as a part of the community, I highly recommend you to keep in touch, to stay connected, to make others know that you're really there for them, and that you're taking care of them, like you really are being there. So set all your shyness aside and just keep in touch. My almost last lesson learned is spread the word. I'm doing this with you. Please, if you're not in the mentoring framework, if you have no idea how to start, just look into the Microsoft communities, Humans of IT, or something. You will find how mentoring and communities work. But also, if you are part of this community, just spread the word and share around how mentoring can change someone's life, and how can change someone's career and improve in a lot of areas. So do something, do not spread the COVID, but do spread the word around mentoring, community, and humans of IT. And lastly, and I'm very happy that these 3 words are the same as some of the events that we are part of it. It's inspire, inspire, inspire. So the thing is, we need to keep inspiring people. There are lots of young people out there thinking that they're not good enough to do the work. So let's keep inspiring people, as someone did with me. I hope I'm doing with someone, and I want everyone to keep inspiring, to be inspired from how we lift each other in this great community that we're in. So I hope I had some role model like me when I was about to resign from high school. So yeah, why not being an inspiration for someone out there? Let's do it. We can do it. Let's keep inspiring people. So homework, you have homework. At this point, I want you to write this down. Of course, you're not gonna do it. So take a picture and take a screenshot, do whatever you like. Just remember, I don't care. But just do this homework, because this call to action is gonna be really important. We have 3 questions and 1 call to action. The first question is, what is your uniqueness? I'm really sure that you have a uniqueness that you need to share with others, and it's very important for you to do so. So try to think about it. It might be how you communicate, or the words that you use, your technical expertise. I don't know, maybe that you remember all the capitals from the word. I don't know, you have a uniqueness. Just make sure you write that down and know how this can benefit to others. So how this uniqueness can benefit others from around the world, and who do I want to inspire? So like, try to target your audience, try to think about your audience, and maybe you want to inspire women in tech, maybe you want to inspire some, I don't know, maybe you don't want to target your audience because you want to reach as much people as possible. So just make sure you know what's your uniqueness, how it can benefit to others, and third, who do you want to benefit? And the fourth point is very important because you need to roll up your sleeves and start inspiring people. I'm gonna say this a lot, and I'm gonna start saying it much more, because inspiration is the fact that drives you and that keeps us motivated. So let's keep doing it. So I hope you took a picture of this. I hope you remember or you write it down, because I'm gonna check like later this week. I'm gonna check if you do it. I hope you can do it. But if you don't feel comfortable with it, just send me a message and we can talk about it. Lastly, I want to share with you, I'm sure I missed some people in here, but I want to say special thanks to some people that helped me through this journey. My first person here, it's my mentor, Malin. If you're looking at this, hello. She's from Norway. Then I started talking with Olena. Olena is in New Zealand. After talking with them, I started joining a community that is from South America, Alex, Gaston, and Catherine. Then I started joining people from the UK, and some other people from the UK and Germany, also USA. Then there's some other people from Netherlands, well, UK, Lithuania, Germany, as I already told you, Sweden, and so on. And then I found some people from Spain. They help me, Adriana and Antonio there help me on a daily basis with everything that I need. Then I learned a few other people from Norway and from UK. I met Donna, and there's lots of people that I don't know, but I will learn. I will get to know in a few. So to all of these people from all over the world, from South America to New Zealand, thank you very much for being able to support my path and to being there as a mentor. I know there are lots of people that I didn't include in here. I'm so sorry, but thank you everyone for being such amazing inspiration. And just to wrap up, because we don't have much time, just 2 minutes remaining, I want to say that this crashed today into my inbox, and it was just like perfect timing. So a community is a group of people who agree to grow together. That's all what I want to say to wrap up this presentation. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for listening to me talking, making up some words. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to reach out. This is my Twitter handle and my LinkedIn account, Humans of IT. Of course, follow Humans of IT and reach out to the Humans of IT spread all over the Microsoft communities. And there's a picture of me, very colorful. So thank you very much. Wishing you an amazing Ignite, and feel free to reach out if you have any question.